October 10th. Fish are happy. Been pulling off the solids. See them at the bottom. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you can see them, but alright, they're in there. Solids off of these filters. I think that these filters are going anaerobic or doing something. All this dust and fines and the algae that's growing. I think that's, I don't know, like nutrient dust, high in phosphorus. Haven't done any tests on it though, so I could be wrong. Just about twisted my ankle. So here's the grow bed. I pulled pretty much everything out of it, including the squash, pumpkins, muskmelon, thornless blackberry. I think that was it. I pulled it all out. It's all over there under the tree. This bed's pretty clogged up with roots. See how the water's sitting on top? And the only one that gets down here doesn't seem to drop off. So I think it's clogged with roots. I think it went anaerobic. The squash and pumpkin plants here both had their roots rotted off. That's why they were dying and not doing so good, because they didn't have roots. There was no root system. So I increased the flow rate in here, but it can only do so much because then it'll start overflowing or whatever. We don't want that. So the only plants now living in here are the strawberries, my habanero plant, my pot plant, which is coming out very soon, and the white strawberry plant, which is putting out a runner. Yay! So that's only 1 out of 6 white strawberries. Not a very good take rate. Okay, squash, little squash, but they'll get bigger. I trimmed back all my tomatoes a lot. Lots. So that looks good. Orange tree, doing good. Onions, good. I pulled some out for soup because I was sick last week. Jackfruit tree, not good. Probably dying. Ugh. Looks like it's just given up. All the leaves are too cold maybe, or I don't know. Anyway, it's trying, but it's not really flying. And then next to it is, I don't know what. I think it's a papaya tree, but it wasn't labeled. Jeez. There we go. Look how sad that is. Very sad leaves. But there's a fresh leaf there, and I got it like this, so hopefully it turns out good. There was a paper saying, don't worry about the shriveled leaves, it's okay, but it's a lot of shriveled leaves. So lots and lots of cherry tomatoes. Trimmed up a bunch of the foliage back up off the sides and down in here. Peppers are growing. tomatoes. Yep, of course. It's getting to be end of season for these guys, looks like. I pulled off a bunch of cucumbers that were in here. I didn't see the cucumber fruits until they were too big and they didn't taste good. So whoops. Raspberries. And the plants just didn't really do well in that bed anyway. I think it was too close and too moist for them. And they all kind of looked like this, with the dry, crispy leaves and weird cucumbers, you know. So, but the tomatoes are doing good. There's the poblanos, and yeah, poblano, jalapeno, lemon cukes, killing it. And I pulled them off where they were hanging on to the jackfruit because that poor jackfruit's got a hard enough life without trying to support someone else. Other side of the cherry tomatoes. The underside. I guess there's an air raid coming. Here's my nutrient tub. Bubbling away. I plan to expand this soon, but in time. And I guess that's about it. Oh, I also got a mango tree here. And I don't quite know where to put it quite yet. So I'm thinking about it. Alright, that's the update.